As I said, this will be the wrap up of Church of Tomorrow Morning. I could not look at this FBI's plan to destroy black babies before birth any longer, so I had to cut it off. But you can find the rest of it at the FBI's plan to destroy black babies before birth. Okay? It's a PBS presentation, and I would look at it and take it serious because we know the truth when we hear it. I'm just wondering sometimes if we really give a damn. Now, I had something that I wanted to close with because I would like to always close with a positive note. We're not paying attention and we're being robbed of the few things that we have as supposedly citizens. But you know you're not treated as a citizen. You know, you're still getting killed indiscriminately, even if you got your hands up. But don't despair. We are a resilient people. We are the foundation of civilization. So therefore, let us unite and act like we are the people that we are.
The time has come to stop asking. Now we build together. From the continent to the diaspora, the message is simple. We are one, and we are ready. Black people in America and Africa are united by a common history of oppression and resistance. Despite different experiences, the roots of their struggles are the same. The pain that lives in the memories of African ancestors who were stolen from their lands is the same pain that echoes through generations of Black Americans who were born into chains and raised under systems designed to break them. Though the ocean separates the land where the chains were forged and the land where they were tightened, that ocean cannot wash away the blood ties that link the two sides of the Black world. The systems of oppression may have taken different forms: colonialism in Africa, slavery, and systemic racism in America, but their goals were the same: control Black bodies, steal Black labor, erase Black identity. On both sides of the Atlantic, our people have been told to stay in their place, to be quiet, to bow down. But on both sides, our people have always risen. Resistance has been the thread running through every generation. In America, it showed itself in the uprisings of the enslaved, the courage of civil rights leaders, the strength of mothers raising children in broken neighborhoods under the constant eye of injustice. In Africa, it lived in anti-colonial revolutions, in the voices of poets, in the resilience of people who rebuilt after centuries of theft and destruction. This shared struggle is not just a chapter in history books, it's still being written. Today, Black people in America continue to face police brutality, mass incarceration, economic exclusion, and cultural erasure. Meanwhile, many African nations still bear the scars of colonial borders, foreign interference, and the exploitation of their natural wealth. The names of the oppressors may have changed, the faces of power may look different, but the system remains global. The same corporations that poison water in Africa fund politicians who uphold injustice in America. The same media that distorts the image of Black youth in American cities misrepresents African countries as backward and broken. But within this pain lies a powerful truth. We are not victims, we are survivors. And more than that, we are creators. Black people have created culture, science, music, language, and movements that have shaped the world. This shared strength is not just symbolic, it is a real and untapped force. When Black Americans marched in the streets of Ferguson, their cries were heard in Lagos, in Accra, in Nairobi. When young Africans resist corruption, claim their rights, and fight for their land, their courage inspires communities from Harlem to Atlanta. This is more than solidarity, it's family. And like any family, the strength comes not just from blood, but from loyalty, from care, and from action. Too often, our disconnection has been used as a weapon. Black Americans are taught to see Africa through a distorted lens, as a place of poverty and dysfunction. Africans are taught to view Black Americans as lost, disconnected, or privileged. These are lies designed to divide us, because if we ever truly recognized our shared roots and combined our strength, we would become unstoppable. It is time for that unity to become reality, not just through words, but through deliberate connection, through cultural exchange, through investment in each other. Black Americans have resources, skills, and global visibility. Africans have land, labor, and a rising spirit of sovereignty. Together, we have everything we need to build a future that is our own, one not dependent on systems built by those who once enslaved us, but on values rooted in community, respect, and liberation. Our struggle is shared, yes, but so is our triumph. Every time a Black child in America graduates, despite the odds, that's a victory for Africa. Every time a community in Africa reclaims its resources and builds its own schools, that's a win for the diaspora. Our power multiplies when we stop seeing each other as distant and start recognizing each other as one. This isn't about nostalgia. It's not about romanticizing the past. It's about rewriting the future, a future where a Black person anywhere in the world can live with dignity, freedom, and purpose. A future where we don't just survive, we thrive. And we do it together as one people, bound not only by history, but by destiny. Africans see and respect the continued resilience and achievements of Black Americans. Their fight for justice and dignity inspires and resonates across the continent. From villages to cities, from elders to youth, the story of Black America is not viewed as something foreign or distant. It is felt deeply as something personal. The pain, the resistance, the creativity, the pride, all of it is understood. All of it matters. It is a reflection of our shared experience, and even more, it is a symbol of what is possible when a people refuse to be broken. The courage shown by Black Americans throughout history has never gone unnoticed. The world watched as generations stood tall through slavery, segregation, and systemic injustice. From Harriet Tubman to Malcolm X, from Rosa Parks to Martin Luther King Jr., these names are not only American names, they are African names too. They are remembered in classrooms, spoken of in homes, celebrated by young people in Africa who see themselves in the struggle for equality and human rights. They represent the spirit of Black resistance that speaks across borders. The civil rights movement in the United States, though centered in American cities and courtrooms, sent powerful waves across the world. When Africans were fighting to end colonial rule and reclaim independence, they saw strength in the Black American movement. That courage helped spark their own resistance. The images of marches, speeches, and defiant acts became lessons in courage and strategy for a continent that, too, was standing up to oppression. And today, the legacy continues. When Black Americans speak out against racism, poverty, and police brutality, it echoes through the hearts of millions on the continent. Africans are watching, and not just watching, but standing in solidarity. The connection is more than political. It is cultural, spiritual, emotional. Black American music, art, literature, and fashion have all deeply influenced African societies. Hip-hop blares through speakers in Lagos. Gospel music is sung in Nairobi. The poetry of Maya Angelou is studied in universities in Ghana. These are not just trends. They are expressions of identity, strength, and pride that resonate deeply with African youth. They show a different narrative than what colonial systems tried to teach. They show Black brilliance, Black innovation, Black leadership. Even in the face of ongoing challenges, Black Americans continue to represent hope. That resilience to build businesses in systems designed to shut them out, to create movements like Black Lives Matter in the face of state violence, to reclaim culture in a society that has tried to erase it, is admired deeply. It shows Africans that their own struggles are not in vain. It reminds them that even under the most brutal circumstances, Black people rise again and again.